management on the show, and remember that they are in focus. The stock is up around 4 to 5% as the company has signed an in-licensing agreement with Biocon to market semaglutide, which is basically the generic version of Ozempic as well as Wegovy, which are the blockbuster weight loss drugs by Novo Nordisk. This is in 26 countries, which is across Africa, West and Central Asia. To talk more about it, we have Yogesh Agarwal. He's a man that you don't see very often on television, the Managing Director of Ajanta Pharma, joining in. Mr. Agarwal, thank you very much for taking the time out. Well, definitely good news that you've signed up with Biocon with regards to semaglutide and to market it. But how much are you expecting to potentially make from this particular tie-up? The reason I ask is that, yes, there is, it is going off patent in March. You do have a very strong holding in the countries that you do have a tie-up for. But semaglutide as a whole is possibly taking a back seat. One, you have Mounjaro generic, which is, Mounjaro, which is possibly seen more efficacy. Plus, we have the oral version of Wegovy as well as Ozempic, which is now going to possibly hit the markets as well. So in that context, what are you anticipating in terms of competition?
Okay. No, thank you, Ekta. Thank you for having me. We are truly very excited about this partnership with the Biocon. We all know that GLP-1s, which is semaglutide, which is Ozempic and Mounjaro, they are currently the blockbuster drugs. We have seen the demand like no other product in the history for these two compounds, which are for diabetes and weight management. Already the semaglutide is almost 26 billion globally. Mounjaro, which is almost 30 billion. So $55 billion market, growing at mid-teens to high teens. So in 5 years, possibly, this market we are looking at doubling. So it could be a $100 billion market globally. So it's a huge opportunity, and we are truly excited about this partnership with Biocon for a very large number of countries where we have a ground presence. Just to share with you and your viewers, we have 2,000 plus medical representatives outside of India, which are spread across Africa, Central Asia, Middle East, and Southeast Asia. So we have a very wide reach. So that is what Ajanta brings to the table. And we plan to start filing the dossiers for this product in the quarter starting April. Hopefully, we should start getting some approvals toward the end of the year for the FY27. But I think the bigger uptake on this product, which we'll see, is in the FY 2028. So still, the semaglutide is one of the most preferred GLP-1s in the market. The oral tablet, which you have mentioned, that is still about 8 to 10% of the semaglutide. So still the preference is towards the injectable dosage form. So we are really very, very excited about this partnership.
All right. Just give us a sense in terms of the financials for this particular tie-up, as well as whether it's exclusive to you all. Or can you tie up with other companies? Can Biocon tie up with any other company?
So for out of the 26 countries which we have tied up, for 23 countries, we have an exclusive tie-up with them. And for 3 countries, it is semi-exclusive, so which means they can either come themselves or give it to one more people. So it is not that for those 3 countries also they can license, they'll be able to license to many players. So to that extent, we feel that it should remain exclusive to Ajanta. It's a very complex product. It requires a dedicated facility. It requires a device which has to be approved by the FDA and regulatory bodies. So we feel that going forward, there are only less than a dozen companies globally which will have this product. So in the emerging markets, we feel where we are present, it should remain a limited competition kind of product. And since we have such a large ground presence in this market, we are looking forward to getting a good market share for this product in these countries. As far as the commercials, they are confidential, so I'm not able to share much light on the commercials of the tie-up.
So, Mr. Agarwal, actually, that was going to be my next question. Is there a royalty in place? Will there be an upfront payment that you'll have with Biocon? I know you cannot give us details, more details there, but if you can give us an idea whether you will be making some payments to Biocon, considering the big market share that you're talking about here.
Yeah, there is a composition. Of course, any type of like this, it has milestone payments on signing of the agreement, on the approvals of the agreement. So there'll be some milestone payments. And then after that, there are certain other commercials which we have structured, which I'm not able to share with you.
Okay. Shah, Mr. Agarwal, you spoke about the global, market size of semaglutide and how you expect it to grow to 100 billion. But for the markets where the 26 countries that is there right now in terms of this tie-up, what is the market size over there potentially? And also, how are the pricing in this market? Is it any different? And, you said not much competition, but innovators, what is the presence there?
So innovators are present in these markets, and we see they are growing very, very fast. They're exploding, I think, in all these markets where we are present. So since there are not a very deep IQR data which are available, our estimation is there should be $1 billion plus market which is there for this GLP-1s in this market. So that is where we are looking to capture this market.
Okay, so Mr. Agarwal, you're not going to be making semaglutide on your own. You're just going to be a marketing partner.
That is right. Okay. So Biocon is an excellent technical expert company. They have this product.
No, what I mean is that are you going to eventually produce the molecule, say, for any of the markets on your own? For example, have you filed for Canada? Have you filed for India? Or will you just be a marketing partner to, say, other companies for their molecule?
Correct. That's right. Right. We will be the marketing partners for the company, for Biocon, for the emerging markets.
All right. What is your plan for India and the semaglutide launch in March?
So India, the product is going to go off patent in March 26, which is just 3 months away. And we plan to be one of the first wave launches in the country.
Okay. And what about Canada? Because that goes off patent on the 4th of Jan. Are you participating in the market in any way, maybe even as the second filer?
No, Canada, we don't have a tie for Canada or any other market. So this is mostly for the emerging markets where we have a ground presence, and it will be a branded generic business.
Okay. And are you looking at generic versions of Mounjaro, which you would possibly be filing for on your own?
That is still a bit far away. I think the patent for that product is going off patent around 2033. So we are still looking 8 years out. Our plan is to be day one in the market and launch on the day one when the product goes off patent. Whether we will tie up with some other company or whether we will do it with ourselves, I think that is yet to be seen. But we definitely will be there in the Mounjaro also on the day one.
Mr. Agarwal, from an investor perspective, if somebody is reading that news, they would like to understand what is the impact on P&L. You did say that it will contribute significantly in next 3 to 5 years. When do you start expecting the revenues to hit into your P&L? And what kind of margins will you see versus the existing portfolio that you have?
As I said, I think end 27, we should be starting getting some approvals. And since the tie-up is for 26 countries, the approvals will start trickling in 27, 28. So it's not one country where we have a tie-up and we'll have one big market. So as we get the approval, we'll start launching. And for the branded generic business, it takes a little time for the ramp up. So we should start seeing the benefits in the 27, 28, then further going out into 28, 29, 29, 30. I think the 27, 28 onwards, next 3 years is where we should start seeing the benefits of this product in the P&L as well.
Okay, next 3 years is when you start seeing the benefit. And, there are some commercials or some terms that are there, but anything in profit sharing that you will start with Biocon, or is it just going to be milestone payments?
I think that is too granular of a detail. I wish I could share with you. I think let's leave it at that. Yeah.
Okay. All right, Mr. Agarwal. Are you sticking to your guidance then for FY26, or are you possibly going to exceed it based on tie-ups that you're seeing?
No, 25, 26, already half year is gone. We have, I think, delivered a good set of numbers. We have posted the mid-teens kind of growth in top line and bottom line, which is the guidance we had given at the beginning of the year also, that will deliver the mid-teens kind of result for the whole year as well. So I think we are on course to deliver that kind of numbers for the current year.
All right, Mr. Agarwal, we're going to leave it on that note. Thanks very much for joining in. Well, definitely the market continues to just focus on the semaglutide opportunity and all what is taking place within that in the next couple of months. That will be the big talking point. Thanks very much for joining in and speaking with CNBC TV 18. Well, for the markets, it's absolutely flat, but we have Ajanta, for example, which is holding up with a gain of around 3% and other stocks which are, buzzing around. So we'll do one thing. We'll take a short break. Up next, we will connect with Sandeep Gogia of Equirus Capital as the US scraps lottery system for H-1B visas. More on that once we're back. Stay tuned.